Hey there, can you hear me?
That's right. How's it
Oh,
going?
doing great. Hello, everyone. I'm just clicking the final go live button here on TikTok, so we are live everywhere. Thank you for joining us today for another edition of Makko Builds Live with your Makko AI founding team here. We've got just two of us today. Jeremy is on his way to sunny Seattle to hang out with me for the next few days. So today it'll just be me and Brandon hanging out with y'all, building some, doing some updates on sector scavengers and building some rift runners. So before we get started, just some housekeeping stuff. If you haven't joined our Discord yet, join our Discord. It's discord.gg/Makko MAKKO. We run all kinds of contests and giveaways every week. Right now, we're running an art contest, and so you can win a $50 Steam gift card if you come and make some art with Makko and share it in our Discord or our Reddit. Also, we have office hours every Friday at noon, and so that we'll be sharing a lot of tips and tricks on how to build and answering questions there every week. Sorry, I'm just
Noon
taking a drink.
Pacific time, right?
Sorry, noon Pacific. If I say a time, it is Pacific time, but I will try to remember to repeat that. Well, thanks everyone again for joining us. With that, we'll dive in. As a summary, last week, Jeremy and I were talking about Sector Scavengers, the roguelike deck building game that I'm making, and he suggested that I spend some time with the balance of the game, making it fun. The pretty consistent feedback that I've gotten is that choices don't feel like they matter in the game, and I've done a few things to address that. I've created an encounter system. I've made it so you only get rewards when you clear those encounters. I've done a number of things, but what I haven't actually done is spend a bunch of time, or what I hadn't done yet, is spend a bunch of time with the actual cards and the builds for a specific character, and made sure that those cards were balanced and that each encounter felt like there was some tension and like the choices that you were making mattered. And so I worked with Claude over the last week, and I'll share my my screen here. Give me a second.
Yeah, I think we also talked about creating a sort of spreadsheet for all your cards and all that.
That's what this is that I'm sharing.
Yeah. Very cool.
All right, so let me. Oops, I don't know if it just. Yeah, so this is my uh, my spreadsheet, my tuner, my simulation, if you will. And what this does is it takes all of the cards that are in the game currently and all of the encounters that are in the game currently, and it assigns values to those things based on what happens when they're played and how much they cost to play. So in this case, our whole patch is a repair card. It heals, and it heals a minimum of 12 and a maximum of 12. And I can tune all of these values and work with Claude to tune them as well, which is what I've been doing. This, for example, increases your max hull. This gives you more money. This is a containment card. So uh, what I've done here is all the yellow uh, fields here are input fields, and so I can do things like change the amount of energy that each card costs. So you know that I'm actually going to do this because the 12 heal is like a big heal. That should be 2. Whole fort should be 3 because it's a super big heal. It's rare, which is fine. And then on the encounter side, I've got all of the encounters that you might encounter. A debris blocker where you have to play scavenge cards or attack cards to move items out of the way and leave the room. And so what I've done here is say that every turn the player is going to take about 5 damage, and it's going to take 3 cards at minimum to clear that encounter. You can't leave until you've finished the encounter. So and then this determines how often the rooms show up. So you always start with a debris blocker, and it might be your second or third room. Gas hazards and coolant and emergency beacons and loose cargo all show up on room 2, and could show up as far as room 5, so forth and so on. And then the weight is how often they show up relative to each other. And then the sim here takes all of that information and allows you to make changes here, and then spits out a qualitative evaluation of like, is the game fun? Can you die? And do choices matter? So in the current tuning, you cannot die, and choices do not matter. Um, and so I'm working with Claude now uh, to change those values, and then what I'll do is I'll ask Claude to write me a prompt to go back to Mako and implement these changes. So if you and I've done a little bit of this already. I don't know if you can see my screen here.
Yep.
So what I did here was I did the first pass, which was getting all of the encounters weighted correctly, and now we're going to reduce the healing, which is it says reducing, but in some places it's going to increase, some places it's going to decrease. But what this really means is tune the healing. Um, so you can see here, whole patch goes from 12 to 8, shared repair goes from 15 to 9, uh, mutual aid 8 to 5, so forth and so on. There's basically a drop in healing across the board. Um, and then convert 2 heals to containment cards, so there are fewer heals in the deck. And so we're going to change um, group effort and collective hull, which are 2 cards, to be containment cards, meaning they won't heal you, but they will shut down any damage over time that's happening in the encounter. And then it's going to tell me what it thinks is going to happen when I do this. So it's going to cut 40% across max, so his healing is no longer crazy. It's going to remove 2 redundant heals and make them containment cards. Um, it's fixing a bug where we weren't showing the correct amount of healing per heal, and then it's just going to check itself and make sure that it didn't wreck itself. So I'm going to click approve there, and it's going to go do that.
Is that what the feature is called? Check yourself before you wreck yourself?
Yeah, that is what I'm going to call it.
So I think
sorry, go ahead.
Your spreadsheet is pretty interesting. I know we probably don't want to like show it too much, but it has 4 different tabs on there. And I was wondering how you worked with Claude to get this format, because I think it's pretty interesting on how different roguelike card games can be balanced.
Yes, absolutely. So I will actually just pull over my Claude and we can look at it. Give me a second. Yeah, here we go. How do I share? 1 second. I gotta go to. Hmm. 1 second.
Yeah, because I also thought it was pretty good. Like in the plan that you were just showing too, it is using the spreadsheet and it's using all the values in there. So that's pretty cool how you're able to connect everything together.
Can you see my Claude now?
Yeah, let's show it on the stream. So I just clicked the button. So yeah, it's a little small, but we can see it.
So what I did was I started with, I want to balance the kit or build for our first character max so that it is deeply satisfying to play every card, to progress, and to win and lose. So it summarizes that thing that I just said. It repeats what the core game loop is. Dive is 8 to 15 rooms. Hull starts at 100. Energy 3 per turn. Max 5. This is just like how the game starts. Cards don't have raw damage. They have tags. Encounters are locks that only specific tags open. That's correct. Encounters escalate. That's also correct. So I just read to make sure this is correct. It then asked me a bunch of questions. What do I mean by satisfying? I explained what I meant by satisfying. I want it to feel like choices matter and that it's not impossible to die. Similar, and then it says, hey, Max has a bunch of heal cards, and so he'll never be able to solve some of the encounters, and that's not satisfying at all. and then it wanted to verify, yeah, what are the things that that Max carries with him. I clarified that he shouldn't be able to carry anything with him. Um, yeah, and then we built some heuristics or some metrics or a lens to look through this. So distinctness, tag coverage versus encounter demand. Like, do we have enough containment cards for the number of containment events that we have? Do we have enough repair cards for the number of repair events that we have? And then what is the survival curve? Are you, can you die? Is that question, right? And so I and then told it, yep, that's what we want to do. And then it built uh, this model, which is what we were just looking at. Um, it said it's what it found, right? And again, containment jumped out as we have a real problem here. Um, and we have scan cards. It said we didn't, so I told it that it was wrong there. And then it built uh, the spreadsheet, and then I said thank you. This looks like what we want. And then I said the consistent feedback that we've gotten is that it feels like you can't die, and it doesn't matter what cards you play. Uh, and so it summarizes why that's important, and then made some changes to the model to add that uh, qualitative "Can you die and do choices matter" line. Um, and then it came up with some levers or some suggestions, which I'm now um, which I'm now implementing. But it added the things like energy that you have versus energy that it takes to clear a room, um, and it removed this concept that I had of safety rooms or rooms where it was likely that you could just play a bunch of heal cards and heal yourself up real quick. And then um, we added the unavoidable damage to every room, meaning um, now when you play a card, you're gonna take damage. What varies is how much damage that you take. Uh, and this is what I prompted. Do you think we need more ways to take different amounts of damage? It said no, don't do that. I said, and then why? And I said, okay, that makes sense. Um, Instead, we added basically damage over time, and uh, the idea of like consistent damage that follows you from ship to ship or room to room, and then damage that the player can choose whether or not to play a card at that point and get more loot, or play a different card and reduce their likelihood to take damage further in the room. So, and then it gave me some examples, right? Clear the reactor now for 5, or push to the next room and it hits for 15. Card takes 1 energy less, but it costs you 8 damage. That kind of stuff. Um, I said, "Do you want to do that?" I said, "Yes." And so then I did that. And then so we just went back and forth and spent some time building out this model. Um, and then over the last little bit, I've now been dialing in like what I think each value for each encounter should be. Do I think we need more of this encounter, more of that encounter? And then I started asking it to give me prompts to implement with Mako. So this stage 1 was restore lethality and meaningful card choices. We did that by turning on the choice driven. The every action takes damage, and we cut Max passive whole regen skill because it didn't make sense. It was making him overpowered. Uh, and then so it did that, and then what it was doing just now when we started was the stage 2, reworking all the heal cards to and this is what we just walked through on the screen.
Yeah, that's really
So
cool. Yeah. So, I
yeah,
mean, it looks like, yeah, Claude Code here hooked up to your Sector Scavenger's code repository. So it knows everything about your game. And then you're able to give it some simple prompts here to help you tune, which is really helpful.
correct, correct. And so now I've I've asked it to retune itself. Player survives the dive at 32 hull with a good player survives the dive with 32 hull and real pressure, and a sloppy player wipes is the kind of the net. And now I'm going to say, great, give me a prompt for Mako to do this. And so I'll continue to do this over the course of the next little bit. And like I said, I don't think I don't think we'll be able to like really cleanly observe uh, like changes in the game necessarily, because it's a card game. But ideally, um, before when we were playing these cards. So like right now I have a coolant leak. I need to play a repair card to fix it. I don't have any repair cards, so I'll play a clear debris card, take 8 hull damage. So before there was a chance that I wouldn't take any hull damage there, and this repair would generally do. It did a ton of repair there, so I think that might still need some tuning. And so now I can go to the next room. I'll go into this room. Unsecure vent, so I need to play scavenge cards or clear debris cards to clear the vent. I have to play 3 of them. So yeah, I think that this is still going to suffer from the same problem based on what I'm seeing here. The damage values are just way too low, even though they happen every time now. And we're going to want to fix that.
What do you did you put away into your code right here so you have a config file that can tune everything, or like what's the plan for making small changes like this? Like less healing, more damage or less damage, like all the little tweaks to balance the game out.
Yeah, there is a config file, but for now, I'm going to continue to have Makko. I probably should be more efficient than this, but I'm going to continue to have Claude make me prompts for Makko, and then I'm going to have Makko make those changes until I feel like until I feel like it's a lot closer than it is now, and then I might start using the config file. But honestly, um, there's so many values in this thing that interact with one another. I actually don't know. I don't know if that's going to be valuable, or if I should be, or if I should just be letting Claude do the actual number work and telling it how I want it to feel.
Yeah, I think you can actually do both if you want to. And so if you have a bunch of different fields here, like it's possible to have a config. Like obviously, like we'd want like a type of WYSIWYG, but we don't have that right now, not yet. And so to make like quick little changes, it would be helpful to put it in the config file there. And then for more complex tuning, you can go talk with Claude or whatever agent you're using.
Yeah, I think I'm almost positive there's a thing called factory. Oh wait, I forgot we have a. Here we go. Encounter factories. I thought we had card factories too. Yeah, see, clear required, clear count, clear required, clear count. Like I can go through and change change this stuff, but like there's some formulas in here that like 1 to 3. So I think that's setting a random number that you have to use between 1 and 3 cards in that specific category type.
Yeah, so all this is like kind of built into your TypeScript files, and so it would require like a refactor to put it into a config file, so you can easily
I thought
edit all of that.
this isn't a config file.
Um,
It's okay if it's not. That's why I was asking.
No, well, I mean, with Makko right now, like it's essentially it's not the same, but I mean, it's fine how you have it right now, and I think that I think you want to make sure that like you have all your tunable variables in place, and then you can go and refactor it into a type of config that you can easily change. I mean, you still have to rebuild with Makko to get the config file changes in there, but
yeah, you have to do that every time you press play anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Well, maybe that's what I'll do this week, and we'll show up next week as a quick config file for this stuff. I'll also be tuning these values so they're so it's more fun and less feels like, again, every choice matters and you're not just clicking buttons and doing the same thing over and over again. which is the current risk.
Yeah, what
Current
kind of
drawback.
so we have some tunable stuff that we want for damage and healing, right? Is there anything else like while you're playing? Like, I guess what's your process for kind of finding these things that you want
Yeah,
to
so
tune?
what I worked with Claude on was the dimensions that I worked on with it were healing at the card level. So like how much each individual healing card does, how much healing it does on a band. So there's some RNG there as well. The maximum health that you can have, and so like items that make that go up or down. Um, the amount of energy it takes to clear an encounter, the amount of damage that you take per turn in each encounter, and uh, the reward that you get for clearing an encounter. Those are the element or the levers that go into making an encounter or making the each uh, level or scene or whatever in the game, and that's what we're tuning in the spreadsheet is again how much, like if I'm playing a clear debris encounter, how much energy is it going to take for me to clear three piles of debris, and how much damage am I going to take each time I clear a pile of debris, and thus when will I need to play a repair card instead of a clear debris card, and will I have enough energy to do that, or like the calculus that we want people doing in their head.
Yeah, that's really cool. Do you have any of the pillars about, I guess, how hard you want to make this game? Because I'd imagine that you could make it like pretty difficult if you wanted to. I'm just thinking of all the other roguelike games that I've been playing.
Yeah, I've got 3 levels to the can you die and do choices matter question in the spreadsheet, and so those are the 3 tiers, if you will, of level. It's cannot die, lethal, and safe. Or no, cannot die, lethal, and knife's edge. Knife's edge being tense and fair. And then choices mattering, choices don't matter, choices are life or death, choices are strongly matter, choices strongly matter, and choices barely matter.
Yeah, that
And those
sounds.
all those all have like values associated with them, like the likelihood that you're gonna die as an optimal player. If that is lower than 90%, then it moves from uh, choices don't matter to choices matter a lot. And then if it moves down to like 70 or 80 or 60 or 70%, like you play as good as you can play, and the RNG decides that 30% of the time you're still going to die. That is or not the RNG, but the choices that you make determine whether or not you die 30% of the time. But it's like 1 or 2 choices. That is choices matter a lot.
Nice. Yeah, that's really cool. So, what do you think? So, you have a bunch of like little tuning things that you want to do. When do I get my hands on it? When do you want other playtesters?
Probably next week. I'm gonna have the Monday night Twitch Amazon crew that I hang out with play it this Monday and give me feedback, and then I'm gonna give it to the team again. I want to get one more round with not Jeremy before I put it through the Jeremy factory again. It's
Nice.
a little more critical than even my most critical friends. Um, so let's appreciate everyone tuning in and watching Sector Scavengers with us. We're gonna transition to our next little segment here. Wanted to show everyone something that we've been working on with one of our paid content creators on YouTube. This guy's name is Makko. He runs a company called the Letta Corporation. He's just like a YouTube content, great guy, and he has been making a little um, um, game using Makko and Godot. The game that he's making is I'm just gonna pull it up and let you guys see what it looks like while I'm talking here.
You gotta mute it.
Yeah.
There you go.
And so this is Marco, great guy. And he's talking about right now the game that he's building. He's built this little I call it a side-scrolling beat 'em up, but it doesn't really scroll, so it's just like a side platform beat 'em up. And basically, you're protecting this woman who's holding the treasure. You're one of two pirates, a male or female pirate, and you're fending off other pirates. And he's built a bunch of different features into the game. A shop, the ability to find these special items now that are collectibles throughout the course of the game. Um, the the ability to get level power ups or level up your character. And so he's got like a nice little, um, you know, call it a 10-15 minute experience here that he's built using 100% Mako art and then building the actual gameplay in Godot or Godot, but I think it's Godot.
Yeah, yeah, I
And
think both are acceptable, but I like Godot. I think that
yeah,
sounds good.
feels higher brow. Feels like I want to
Oh,
I want to work with Godot, not Godot. Um, and so sorry, for the last like 2 months, this guy's been, and sorry, I say this every time. He probably spends like 15 to 20 minutes on each of these little segments, but we haven't put one out every week. And so every week for the last 7 weeks now, he's put out a video. We have two more coming out. And the idea here is I just wanted to highlight that we've got a bunch of resources that we publish pretty regularly, both through our channels and partner channels like this, that are meant to show you how to build games, not just with Mako and our completely end-to-end solution that we've got on our site, where you're building the art and you're building the game, like I'm doing with Sector Scavengers, and show off something a little bit further along than what we've got with Rift Runners, that's being built using that same workflow, where we're building the assets in Mako and the game in Godot. So if you guys want to check this guy out, it's just like, you can see what I've got searched here or I've got in the search bar here for YouTube, but Leda Corporation Mako is a good way to find him. But this is a full seven soon to be 9 episode series about how to make a quick bite-sized game using Mako. And so wanted to encourage everyone to go check that out if you get a chance.
yeah, and he's been using Godot for what, 7 to 8 years now, and so he's an expert in there. He also has his Claude Code hooked up to it using an MCP server. Hooked up to it meaning hooked up to Godot, and all of yeah, and I think he's doing a really good job of creating like that bite-sized game, trying to find the fun, get that thing done from the get-go. And so he's obviously taking a very episodic approach to game development, and I think he's doing a good job with that.
Yeah, man. Cool. Well, with that, we're gonna pass it over to Brandon here, and Brandon, let's talk a little bit about Rift Runners, and why don't we talk about what we did last week, what we accomplished, and let's start with what we accomplished last week. Let's do a quick recap on that.
Yeah, so last week was all about tuning the level that we created in the previous episode too. And so here's an overview in Godot of the level that we've been messing around with to make sure that we have all of our core movement feeling okay and pretty fluid. So we have a platform here, then we have our jump dash platform, then we have a wall climb platform. And so last week was a lot of tuning. We were tuning a lot of how the wall jump felt, and how you attach to the wall, because we were actually looking at a lot of Mario 64 stuff because it's such a good platforming game, and we took a little bit of inspiration from there. I think one of the biggest things was when you jump up in the air, you can kind of control your movement down. Uh, Specifically, like coming off of a wall jump, making sure everything feels really good with that, and then we were making sure that you could only connect to one side of the wall on the wall jump. So you had to go from wall to wall to wall. And so you had to leave the wall and then come back to the wall so you could reattach to it. And then we also messed around with how the wall slide felt. And we did a little bit of tuning on jumping, dashing velocity, and just a bunch of small little pieces like that. And then at the end of the episode, we also created this wall grab zone that we have right here. So anything, I don't know if anyone remembers, but I was trying to jump over this platform right here, and I kept on attaching to it. So this wall grab zone actually fixed that. So I can jump, my velocity will take me above the platform. I don't attach to it. And then we sit on this platform and we can jump wall to wall to wall in this wall grab zone. So I'm thinking that these mechanics feel pretty good right now. And I think what we want to do next is create a couple more platforming situations just to make sure that everything feels good, feels fluid, feels fun. So yeah, I think we should. I was thinking of a type of platforming zipper, if that makes any sense. So it'd be a long platform that then has moving platforms up and down that create kind of a zipper effect. So you have to run through it before it'll crush you. And then I was thinking that you have to dash, or I think we also have a dash slide that we can do.
So are you thinking that these are like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, like they have a steady cadence to them, or is it Sonic where it's like
I'm thinking more Indiana Jones there, a little more cadence. So something that is easy to time and easy to flow with. So after you see the first one and be like, oh, it's going to move in a way to where if I'm careful about it and fast about it, I can just go through it and go to the next thing. So kind of, yeah, with kind of getting that flow together. I don't know. I think both games. I think Sonic and Indiana Jones are kind of smooth games, but I was thinking more of the Indiana Jones one. Does that sound like something that you think would be fun?
Oh yeah, I mean I think that's a great mechanic, or I don't know if it's a mechanic, but an element of many platformers is like the jaws of death.
Yeah.
So how would you accomplish that? How would you do that?
Yeah, so we need to add a couple more things to our game because in last episode we actually got rid of the dash because it was attached to a double key press that was not intuitive. And so I was thinking we could do is add that probably a double shift press on your keyboard. So then you can do a dash, and then I was thinking.
What does shift do currently?
Well, right now it does nothing because we
Why
got
would it
rid
be
of.
why would it be a double shift? Why wouldn't you just do one shift to dash?
Oh yeah, but wait, so jump shift dashes. So yeah, a single shift on the ground I think should also dash. I think that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah. And then okay. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so I'm actually. So shift, we'll add a dash there with shift. We also need to add a way to move platforms. So I think Godot supports just regular moving platforms. So that would be an adventure that I haven't actually done yet in Godot. So it'll be fun to figure that one out. And then I think we also need to create an addition onto this sandbox that we've created right here. And so that's what I think we should do to the right over here. So you don't have to go up the wall jump. You can just go to the right, and then we'll have some platforms in a zipper formation that go up and down.
Let's do it.
Sweet. So let's create a couple platforms over here. I'll make it slightly long right now. We'll go down to our tile set and select a new tile set. Go into the editor mode. So what I was thinking is that in the middle,
yeah, you probably want a couple of them, right?
Yeah. So we would start here. Well, we don't really need it down there. So we could start up here and kind of have a couple things. Actually, I think this is a good question. So I'm going to ask Claude like how we should proceed with this. If we need like a whole new different like tile that has a movement on it.
Or if we can assign movement to an existing tile.
Yeah.
The little Claude guy is so cute.
Yeah, so what is the best way to have a moving platform? And my thought is that it would come down and reset your character at the beginning of the level if it hits you.
Can the player, is it like again going back to Indiana Jones, is it a lock? Is it like does the zipper connect, or is there a gap? Like, is it a lock and key where the zipper goes all the way down, and if you're in the depression you get crushed, or can you go into the depression and crouch and not get crushed?
I think it'll just crush you for now.
Okay.
And if we want, we could potentially add a type of crouch mechanic.
No, I just when I think I just wanted to I was thinking like the DuckTales game.
That was a good game.
Yeah, I just beat it the other day on an emulator.
No way.
Yeah, I probably play it like every other year. Do we need a new tile set, or can we make our current tile set magic with the power of the internet?
Yeah, so I just have a couple questions for it. I mean, normally what I would do here is probably just go YouTube it too to see what I could create within the Godot UI. Yeah, so that's playing, or that's.
So wait, do you envision that 3 stack that you just had there, like moving up and down?
Yep.
Wouldn't you want the 3 stack to be horizontal though?
Yeah, so I was thinking this stack right here would go up and down, and it could crush you. And what are you talking about that we want horizontal?
Well, I think you want it to be longer, right?
Oh, this thing? Yeah.
If you're gonna have a dash, right? So you want it to be like I was saying that right now it's 3 boxes stacked on top of each other. I would do 3 boxes horizontally next to each other.
Yeah, let's do that. So you're talking, well, I guess I don't need those ones on top.
Yeah, I was just gonna say move the ones up top to be horizontal instead of vertical. Yeah.
Oop. All right. Okay, come on. Okay.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
And then one more. You want one more? Got to be 3. Got to be 3.
Yeah. What? Here we go.
I give you a C on box placement.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, it's kind of weird. It's like it has the editor, then it has the eraser always selected. I'm like, oh, come on, editor, but whatever. Oh, so then you're thinking 3. Oh,
well, I think I think we want to, let's start with 3 and then let's do the dash and see how it feels. And then we might want some to be 3, some to be 4, some to be 2. Like we might want to break it up, but let's see how the dash feels. Because I think we want these to, we don't want just like one of these on a platform. We'd want like a couple of them, so it feels like you have to like dash and stop and have some skill to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, I learned that you can right click and delete your tiles. I thought that is very helpful.
Indeed.
So I was thinking something like this, right? So you can
Yeah,
dash
yeah,
under, stop, dash under, stop.
yeah. And like I said, we'll probably want different intervals between and stuff, but yeah.
Nice. Cool. So animatable. Oh, so there's a new node that we can put on there. Animatable body 2D.
There you go.
Yeah, so the tile map layers are static and can't move. And then, yeah, so then we'd add it to one of our files there, sync to physics. Okay. I'm just reading through this real quick because it looks like we need an animation player, character body 2D with the move and slide.
A looping tween. Is that like a really upset pre-teenager?
That's right. That's what it sounds like.
I think that's what I had this morning when my 10-year-old didn't want to go to camp.
Oh, no.
A looping tween.
Yep. And so then we would need a zipper style path for back and forth along the line. And also, yeah, I think we just want the line. And so we do a path 2D, path follow 2D, animatable body 2D with tweening path follow 2D. All right. So then it's going to use our existing in run screen in our spawn position to reset. Cool. So we're going to reuse our existing tile set and just add those on. Yeah, so I'm just going to say build it so we can see how it works. Then use Godot to edit it how we would like it. Yeah, so instead of me going in and creating all the new different nodes over there, that's what our Cloud Code MCP server hooked up to Godot is going to do for us.
Oh, we got Igor. What's up, Igor? Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for dropping by.
So, Tony, I haven't played DuckTales in so long. I remember playing it on the base Nintendo.
Oh, it's so good, dude. It's I replay the one on the Sega Genesis, Quackshot, I think is what it's called. And you play Scrooge McDuck, and you're going and you're collecting all the pieces to the treasure map before you go get the treasure. And it's just very simple platformer, but it's one of my favorites. My brother and I probably put 1,000 hours into it when we were growing up, and never beat it. And it's one of those that I went back and, there's no internet when we were growing up, so there's no way to look up guides. And there was one level where you had to jump on bricks that had specific patterns on them. It was 1 sun, 2 moon, 3 star, I think is what the pattern was. But we didn't realize that those bricks on the floor, when you jumped on them, it pushed them down, and that was the pattern you were supposed to go through. So like we would just always die, and it was the floor was, or the ceiling was coming down to crush you was the puzzle. And we could never solve that one. And then like a couple of years ago, I went and looked it up, and I was like, oh my god, we're so dumb. And now, like I said, every year or two, I go back and just rebeat it and think about 12-year-old me being really sad.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I have some good memories of that game too, where it was just very, very hard. I don't even know if I could get through the first level consistently. But I was also probably 6 years old.
Yeah.
But that was, I have good memories. Like I live in Michigan, so like we call everything that's north of us up north.
Yeah.
And so we went up north. We had a Nintendo up there, and we just play that whenever we weren't out like swimming or whatever. We just go play DuckTales.
Oh, that's awesome.
Put 100 hours on the first level.
it was DuckTales and Aladdin were the two Sega Genesis games that we played so much of. And I actually still, like, to this day, right now as we sit here, I have never beat the Cave of Wonders uh, in Aladdin on the Sega Genesis.
With the magic carpet or with
Mhm.
the
Yep,
yeah.
never beat it. It's impossible. It's not. It's like Battletoads. It's not possible. It's not beatable.
Oh my gosh. I remember that being very hard. That was another game that we played a lot too.
Just hours and hours and
Oh yeah.
hours.
I like that game. I thought it had like some really good animation quality for its
Oh, dude, it
time.
was great. It was one of those that, like, it was one of those, the first ones where, like, when you ran and stopped, you, like, slid a little bit, and it felt so, like, new and fresh at the time to have that kind of mechanic. It was like, oh my god, this is crazy.
Yep.
Physics.
Throwing apples and the apples like squishing on the wherever
Yeah.
they were. Yeah.
Those old platformers too. I remember you'd get to the point where you're like, oh shit, I took damage on level one. I gotta get it. I gotta restart. Like, if I don't make it to the end of level one with full health, it's not even worth it. Igor, I'm friends with the guy that lobbied to get the 12-foot statue or 20-foot statue or whatever of RoboCop installed in Detroit as a fun piece of RoboCop lore.
Oh, that's really cool. And it's close to Eastern Market here too, and close to Detroit.
Yeah, do you ever go? Do you ever go pay homage to the RoboCop statue?
I need to. I think that'd be great because I enjoyed all the movies. I haven't played the game yet, but I heard the game is pretty good.
The movies are great. I haven't played the game yet, but Igor said it's good. What's Claude doing here?
So it was actually going through and it was running a test to make sure its changes were good. So it just auto opened riff runners in its debug mode. So looks like it is done. So, well, it's done with what it was doing. So built the zipper platform, which is a hazard scene. Oh, interesting. And it has collisions on layer 50. And the sprites, we're reusing the existing tile set with sprite 2Ds. And we have a new kill zone. Cool. So we are going to, then it hooked up the respawn wiring. Okay, so it wants us to select the zipper platform in here in our swap sandbox scene. And then, why is it calling everything knobs? We've got to turn some knobs here. And then run the vector. Okay. Cool. So I'm going to, oh, it did something with swap too. So tab swap eras. So yeah, so the platform's top edge is flush with the raise. So it made sure that when we swap, it'll.
It won't break things.
Yep, exactly. Okay, so let's select zipper platform node. Zipper platform node. Where did it put it? Oh. So I guess I put it right here. I'm just gonna put the game. I want to see what it does.
Let's do it. Boot it up.
There we go. Okay, cool. So we have a moving platform that I'm assuming if I touch it, it'll respawn. Yep. All right, cool.
Wait, why can't you touch it?
Because it's a hazard.
Oh.
And so we haven't actually decided what kind of damage we want to take in this game. Do we have any sort of health? Do we just restart at the beginning of the level? I feel like the latter is probably not what we want, but
yeah, that's the opposite of the punishing tenet that we have.
Yeah, so in the games that like Hazel plays and all that, like what happens when they take damage or when they get hit with a platform or a hazard?
Generally, it like there's some sort of like knockback mechanic and some amount of like invincibility for like a second or two, so they can't just take multiple damage, multiple points of damage. Also, I think we want moving platforms that are not like don't look like that. That to me, if I see that as a player, makes me want to jump on it.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
we should not do that.
I agree. Let me go back to where we were. So we have our zipper platform, then we have our soft sandbox. So let's move this guy around. Let's look at how it moves. So it has a speed of 350.
And how do you make it move up and down instead of left and right?
I'm going to guess it's this value. So we'll just try that real quick.
Oh, I see. I understand.
So if we put it here, let's just put it right there. Save the scene. Yep.
Yeah, look at that.
Ah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So now we can create a bunch of these, which will be great. And we can move them. So they're moving up and down. I'm pretty sure we can add either a delay or change the velocity on it or something to make it look like a zipper.
Yeah, this is awesome. So you want to move it over to the other area and put a couple of them in there, and we can see how it works.
Yeah. So let's get rid of these guys. Let's get our move it around. Oh, where'd it go? Undo. So it looks like over here in our node hierarchy, we have it over here. Can I just? Nope. Give me another one. Did it put it somewhere else?
You can't just like duplicate it?
I think I can.
Doesn't look like you did.
It does not look like I did. Where is it? What's this called? Yeah, so I'm thinking. So I did create another one in here, but like, where is this? Oops. Oh, it's all the way over here. Okay, cool.
Interesting. Thanks, Godot.
Yeah. So we can move it up and down like that. Let's actually. Oh, okay. So if I move it around, that's actually kind of cool because it's a hierarchy of itself. It'll, if I move one around, it'll move the other ones around.
Oh, nice.
Or if I move the main one around, it'll move the other ones down.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep. So, and can I just bring up the grid? All right, here we go.
Welcome, Kuros. Thanks for tuning in, buddy.
Yeah.
Brandon and I are here just making some hazards for our platformer. These little boxes are going to move up and down, and if the player touches them, it will damage them. We're still figuring out what damage means.
Yeah. Right now it is resetting the level, which is not what we want. Cool. All right, cool. So they're all kind of moving. That is wild. Okay, so they're all moving relative. Yeah, so when you die.
Yeah, I think we want to change the speed. So like the first one is moving the slowest and they move faster progressively.
Yeah.
And we should make it so they're not going underneath the platform that they, you know what I mean?
Yep. Oh.
Ah.
What did it do?
That did not work. And that's how Brandon ruined Christmas.
That's right.
All right, look at that.
Oh. Then I run into it immediately. Okay. So let's get our inspector out. So we have our platforms here. So the second one, how fast? I have two Godot's open. That's weird. Cool. All right, so we still have this going here. I feel like they're moving pretty weird. So let's just fix the first one right now. So we want to reduce the first one and how far down it moves.
Yes.
So let's do 300, save it. Don't want that.
Doesn't look like it changed it.
That did not look like it.
Sir, it did nothing. Nothing.
I don't know, before when it's done this, it's like it doesn't save the value for some reason. Maybe I needed to click out of it or something, but hit save a bunch of times.
If at first you don't succeed, try it again.
There we go.
Times. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. I'm actually going to see if I can pop this out. Floating. All right, and then if I change this to 300 again.
Hit save a bunch of times, click out.
There we go. It's actually updating real time, so that's
really that's nice. So cool.
So 370.
There you go.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Well, actually, 68.
Oh, I think that's great.
Okay. Cool. Oh my god, the other one's freaking out now. Doesn't know what to do. So let's.
Yeah, like, oh my god.
Honestly, I don't like it where it was. So let's. Because they're kind of moving like relative to the first platform.
But can't we solve that with speed?
Yeah, we could solve that with speed. Let me try this though. Let me try putting it. Yeah. Okay, so platform 2 and then platform 3. Wow, these are terrible names, but whatever. Well, should we rename them before we start doing anything in code with them?
Yeah. Let's do ZP1, ZP2, ZP3.
How about Z platform?
That works too. For those that want to be more accurate, more complete in their descriptions, Z platform does work better than ZP.
All right, so now I can kind of see everything, which I like. I don't like how they're out of order. There we go. Cool. Are they? Okay. And then is there a way in Godot to just make it line up? How do you snap it to a oh, like a shift does something. That's nice.
Like an Excel or when you can or Photoshop where it like automatically knows where the bottom is.
Yeah, exactly. So holding down shift while you have it selected and moving allows you to snap it back to the what is this, the x-axis?
Yeah.
Or sorry, the y-axis. Oh, and it just snaps it so you can move it up and down too, kind of. Interesting. Okay, so we have 3 things here. Let's just open up the level again.
Now you only have 2 things or 1 thing.
Yeah, let's recompile it.
Different than 3.
Yeah, since I changed the node structure. Sweet.
There we go. Those 2 are just traveling too far.
Yep. Yeah. So they're still traveling to where we wanted it to, or where we had it before. So I bring up my inspector. Let's make sure we have Z Platform 2. Cool. $368.
Oh, look at that. It's so cool to see it happen in real time.
Can I just select? Oh, how do I select the other node from here? I guess I can't. So I'll go over here, select 3. Bring it all back up. Oh. Cool. And then change that back to 368. All right, cool. So this is not quite a zipper.
It's more like a keyboard.
It is kind of like a keyboard, isn't it? Oh, it hit me. I think we need to tighten the collision around our player a little bit. Okay, so while we're messing around with that, we also need to add dash. We don't have that functionality right now. So while I'm messing around with the Godot interface here with the tile
You're gonna have
editor,
Claude rebuild dash as a shift tab or a shift tap.
yeah. So I'm clearing the context here so I can start fresh in Cloud Code. And then, yeah, so let's see. I'm pretty sure we have some player states already. So we have slide, and we have dash. Cool.
And slide is currently control, right?
I'm not sure. We haven't done anything with slide yet, so
Okay.
this would be a cool puzzle to do something with slide, or not puzzle, but platform. Cool. Yeah. So we're gonna look at how the players. Wow. Handle dash. We want to map the dash date to. We want to match it to the shift button, but only when the player is on a platform and not in the air. Oop. Cool. And I'm just telling it to, oh my gosh, to interview me until it's 5% confident. Nope, 95% confident in the ask. And so this is a way so it can just ask me questions.
Make sure that you get as low confidence as possible with whatever questions you're going to ask me.
Cool. So while that's figuring out some interview questions for me. So my suspicion, I'm just going to restart what we had there because I think the platforms got out of alignment because we were messing around with them. But I mean, they'll all be the same now. Yep. So probably not exactly what we want here.
Yeah, we want a little stagger.
Yep.
A little swagger.
Oh.
A little Mick Jagger, if you will.
Oh my god. Oh, so I have the inspector out. All right, so Z Platform 3.
Oh, so how do you think we want players to feel when they are encountering or solving this not, it's not a puzzle, but like this obstacle?
I want them to be able to recognize the pattern within the same. Well, I want them to be able to recognize half of the pattern within the same camera view, and so they have to get to the middle area to then be like, okay, I can continue forward.
I like that. I also think that we want people to feel like if they are really good at the game, or if they've mastered the movement, that they can get through it without stopping. And if they haven't, then they need to stop. Otherwise, they're going to die. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how we achieve that, but I think that that maps with like how I have felt about these things in games that I like in the past. Like
Yeah.
if I'm Sonic and I'm in my speedball mode and I hit the thing that bounces me off the wall, like I'm gonna get through this every time. But
Yeah.
if I just walk up to it and try to turn myself into the ball and shoot through it, I'm probably gonna die.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how it should feel. Yeah, so if you've recognized a zipper type of platform, you're like, okay, I know that I can't see the whole thing right now. I'm going to run to the middle and use dash mechanic in some way to get past that in time, and then be able to run to the other side of it.
Yes.
Okay, so it does look like it created pause left, which I don't necessarily love.
It added a what?
So here's the script for our platform that we have.
Yeah.
Or for a zipper platform, and it has a pause left, and I want it to be a different type of pause, but I mean, it is just position equals start plus travel times t, which is direction, speed. Okay, so that's just making sure that the speed is consistent based off of our variable and the frame rate. Cool. Okay. So I was just looking through there, but I'll check back to make sure that it has interview questions for us, and it does for our dashing. And so dash is currently air only, shift while airborne, and we want to keep both. We don't want to remove air dash. That is a core mechanic of our game. Shift on the ground currently triggers the slide. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this kind of answers your question from before. It does not trigger the slide. Okay, so how should ground dash and slide share the shift button? So maybe you're saying that slide should be control.
I think slide just needs to be a different button than dash. The other option is to make it so you have to hold down and the direction you want to move and shift, but I think a separate button is the better way to do it. Mm-hmm. So you're asking people to do a lot with their fingers. You ask them to turn into a claw.
Yep, and you know how well I use keyboards right now.
That's true. True.
So which grounded state should be able to start a dash? In which direction does it go from a standstill? So it should be, I mean, I like number one there.
The direction it's facing?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so dash from run or idle. Do we want a dash from idle?
Yeah.
I think so too. All right, the air dash is limited to 1 per air time. Should the ground dash have any limit or cooldown?
Yes, it needs some sort of cooldown. I think that should be tunable, right? So like I would just say like set it to 2 seconds right now or a second and see how it feels, and then we can tune it. Also, we have a special guest, Abby Cat. Hello, everyone.
Look at that belly.
Ooh, who's your good kitty? Who's your good kitty? You're a good kitty.
All right, so now we're back in the game while it's going through the answers to the interview.
And let's go back to these. These need to feel better still.
Yeah. Let's bring up this little.
So how do we? I think so. Let's just change the speed on the second one and see what happens. Let's make it faster.
Yep.
Faster.
Come on, inspector. Here we go. All right, so inspector, we'll just change 400. Then we'll go to platform. No, I do like this thing, but here we go, platform 3. And then go 450. Save all that. Let's go into the game.
Yeah.
So it's a bit more random. That's cool. Oh, got a little, the shift did something. That's cool.
Yeah, it dashed you.
Just control. I got to see what, so shift. Yeah, so it's not completed yet. But yeah, I think this isn't bad. So this is, all right, how do we, all right, so let's restart this. All right, let's, and we're going to check the timing on it. So the only thing that I don't like with the speed change is that it just changes the puzzle, so we can't really flow with it as well. And so if there's a way to just delay the start of it and keep the exact same speed, so then it could go up and down in a zipper format consistently, I think we should do that. Because like with the speed right here, you can kind of see how it's just changing. So we can't really flow. We can't really run or dash consistently underneath it.
Well, yeah.
So I think that's good. But we'll need to write some script code, I think, to add a delay in there. So it has some follow-up questions to our dashing. And so slide keys will be control only. Cooldown scope should only apply to ground dashes or to all dashes. I think ground dashes only. And then ground dash feel, keep the same.
No. All dashes, because we don't want you to be able to unlimited air dash.
Okay. That's a good call. Cool. And then ground dash feel, keep the same speed. So should air dash and ground dash have the same velocity?
I think so. A dash is a dash.
Yeah.
A dash is a dash, of course. There's no other horse, of course.
There you go.
You don't know that, do you? You never watched Mr. Ed. You never heard the Mr. Ed song, did you? You don't even know who Mr. Ed is, do you?
That's my neighbor. No.
That's so painful. I'm so old. Mr. Ed was a black and white TV show about a talking horse named Mr. Ed. And there was no other horse, of course, like the wonderful Mr. Ed.
Didn't they make him talk with peanut butter in his mouth?
I think they did, yeah. They did, yeah.
So I know of it. It's just I've never watched that. There's no way.
It's a great show.
The closest thing I ever came to that was we had a black and white TV at our up north cottage area that we played Atari and Nintendo on.
Nice. Yeah, we always had color TV growing up, but there were still many shows that were in black and white. Like almost all of the I Love Lucy was black and white.
That's another show that I've never seen, but I know a lot about.
Oh my God. Lucy, you got some splaining to do.
Is that the same one who always yelled Marcia?
No, that was the Brady Bunch, sir.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Brady Bunch and Partridge Family, the two songs about family bands before there were boy bands.
That's not bad. I wonder what the oldest show any of our listeners have watched. I don't know. Do any of them beat your horse one?
The horse, Mr. Ed might be the oldest show that anyone has heard of on this show. I'm trying to think of what the oldest show I've seen is. Imagine like Alfred Hitchcock was before Mr. Ed. I watched a lot of Alfred Hitchcock.
That's another one I haven't seen. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. He was like he was like the M. Night Shyamalan of the black and white era. Like all of his movies and shows had some sort of like dark twist to them that you usually discovered towards the end.
Oh, that's cool. I watched a lot of The Twilight Zone. That sounds kind of similar.
Yeah, Twilight Zone and Alfred Hitchcock were cousins for sure.
One of my favorite episodes from Twilight Zone was when they had, I don't know, they exiled somebody to Mars and he was all alone. And then they sent some, like a robot over there to keep him company. And instead of calling the robot a robot, they called it a robot. And I thought that was the funniest thing. They just kept on saying robot. But I mean,
That's
I don't
awesome.
even know like what their concept of a robot was at that time. Whenever that episode was released, what was it, like 60s?
Yeah. I mean, the idea of a robot was still pretty like crazy back then. Like it was, like I mean, even like cell phones back then were sci-fi.
Yeah.
Can you still jump on there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can do our jumps.
Look at that.
Hooray. Yeah. So jumping still feels pretty good. Hold the wall slide.
What is Claude doing with the timing right now?
Yeah, so it looks like it just finished the ground dash. Oh, and everything.
Cooked for 3 minutes. I like that.
Whoa. So let's go see how it feels. So let's rebuild. So that was the air dash, and then there you go. Just a little slide, idle slide.
Nice. Like he's on a people mover.
Yeah. Oop, and then I just fall off. That's fine.
You're real bad at throwing yourself off these platforms.
Yeah.
You're real good at throwing yourself off the platforms.
Oh, all right, cool. So has a square for our dash animation just because we don't have a dash animation. That's okay for right now. But, oh my gosh. I need Jeremy to take over the keyboard.
It's true.
That was a lot of fun doing the stream in person last time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Finally worked how I wanted it to. Okay. Oh, and it has the delay in there too. So I think that's feeling pretty good. It looks a little weird, but we can fix that. You can make everything look pretty later.
Yeah.
So what I want to do now is I think that looks good. Oh, what am I doing? Clear the context here. Let's go back to our platforms that we have.
Yeah, let's go run through them a couple more times and see how we want to change them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna get it working on delaying.
Ooh, yeah, good call.
Time,
So it's
delaying the movement.
So it's more like a zipper and less like a keyboard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and what do we call them? Z platform. Look at our.
We've had 2 people sign up for subscriptions already today.
Hey, that's great.
One last night.
Yeah, last night was what's our second tier? We have creator, and then because they didn't do the base tier, they did an upgrade tier.
Yeah, it was I think it's called hobbyist.
Yeah. Yeah, so we want to delay the vertical movement of the platform so we can create a zipper look, a consistent zipper look. Yeah. Zipper, all platforms are the same speed. Cool. So now it should be interviewing me. So now we can go back in and kind of look at how the platforms are behaving to see if we want anything else. I think we should add a few more too. I like the feel of that where I can just get past the first one if I just run. So, oh my gosh, excellent job. What I'm actually thinking is like moving them closer, maybe next to each other too, so we can create that type of slanted. I don't know. It's more like a sine wave, I guess. If we only have one level, like why would we have a level
I guess
below? But
what I was saying is like what we should do, and this might be tough because you're not very good with the keyboard and mouse, but like you should like go back before the first one, and like go all the way back to the beginning of this platform, or like wherever you jump. Yeah.
just jump
And
off
like
the whole thing.
you should be able, like if you're good or if you've done it a bunch, to like not stop, like to hit this and just keep going.
Yeah, just run. Yeah, so
And
that one's in the way. Yep.
Right.
But
So the
yeah,
feel
but you
should be
have
like
to.
if you dash at the right time, you should. That's what we should be teaching people with this first obstacle here, is like if you dash at the right time, there's benefit to doing that.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
So I think it's close now. I just think it needs to. I think the second one needs to. Yeah, let's get the zipper working. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. So how should a delay behave mechanically? Should it be a phase offset? All moving immediately, offset baked into the cycle position. Oh, okay. Or a startup weight. I was thinking startup weight. All moving immediately, offset baked into cycle position. I mean, it's so far on the level that they can just all start up weight, but so this is at the bottom moving up. Phase 2 is 1/3 up, moving up. That is interesting. Do we have a way to like have a max like Y value and a min Y value? So it always goes up and down at the exact same coordinates, no matter where it starts. Because that's kind of what it seems like it's talking about right here. I'm just going to start up weight right now, though. What unit should the export delay property use? Definitely.
What are the options? Oh,
yeah. So seconds are fractions
cycles
of
or
a
seconds?
cycle. I'm going to say seconds. Like, how do you identify what a fraction of a cycle is?
You want the cycle. That's what it's saying.
I think that's assuming that we do a phase offset.
Oh,
maybe. Okay. But I mean, cycle is fine. So I mean, this could be mathematically easier.
Because I think what we're saying is we want them to move relative to one another.
Yeah.
And that implies that we are creating a reference point for the first one or the second one, right? And that's what the cycle is. The seconds is just a raw number.
Yeah, we'll do a cycle. I think that we'll experiment with the cycle.
You're a cycle.
That's right. Should I also update 3 Z platforms in Swap Sandbox? Oh, sure. Yeah, wire them up. Does end pause factor into the zipper timing? Just zero it. Oh, interesting. Maybe we could use that, but we'll just zero it right now. I'm assuming like the pause it goes to the end, pauses, and then goes back up. But if it always does that, then it's just not going to be consistent.
What do you mean?
Because at the end, if it pauses at like 0.2 seconds and then it pauses at 0.5 seconds, it'll always pause at 0.2 seconds. So it'll go up and down faster. And if the second platform always pauses at 0.5 seconds at the end, then it'll go up slower, and so it'll get out of sync. And so,
but I think that's why I think this is exactly why the cycle matters and not the seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, you went away, but you came back because you missed me. I know, kitty.
We're going to create a wave for more of a zipper look. And then when delay is a fraction of the cycle, what counts as one cycle? Full round trip. Cute. This is kind of cool. Sounds like it's actually going to place the platforms the 3 platforms where we want it. And so then we can just add more, tweak it later. Cool. So, I mean, it hasn't changed anything yet, but do like that dash until I run into something. Hey, look at that. It has a new animation for, oh man, for ground slide. Ground slide. Yeah. Actually, what we want too with this is to make sure the collision box shrinks so you're actually sliding underneath something.
Yeah, as opposed to just being the same height.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. Looks like it's done with that. So
wow,
let's read this real quick to make sure it did what we wanted. So it created, oh, it changed the zipper platform object. It added a range from 0 to 1. Added a start delay. Okay. Looks like it's what we want. So let's reload everything. That looks the same. Why does it look the same?
Well, it feels like the first one's going a lot faster than the other ones.
Does. Yeah, so platform 2 speed is 400. Why does it have an override here? All right, so 3 platforms now all run at the same default 350 pixels. I'm just going to ask it real quick.
Why are you a liar?
Yeah. Yeah, why are you a liar? Okay. Oh my gosh.
You might be like the grandma test. Can Brandon do it? It's good.
Sounds good. Hey, I just started my first WoW campaign, so that uses 100% keyboard.
Oh,
so
nice. What did you start?
I'm doing Burning Crusades Classic.
Oh, nice.
And I'm what am I, a gnome mage?
Nice. Your alliance.
I am Alliance, yeah. Oh my gosh, I looked at all the other Horde characters. I mean, I love Warcraft. I played a lot of Warcraft 2.
Oh, dude. I just actually, when they had it on sale, I bought the whole remaster war chest or whatever. I haven't played any of them yet, but I need to. I love the Warcraft games. They're great. The first one, came out when I was in like middle school, I think, and maybe elementary school. And I played it till my fingers fell off.
I think that was like, I was so happy when I played it on a console too, of course. Surprise there.
Stop poking me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, all the sound effects. So
Yeah.
good. All right, so I'm gonna get my platforms going. All right, so we got them all here. Got 1, 2, 3. Rift runners debug, Go engine, inspector. Cool. So if we go to platform 1, okay, so everything's at 350 speed, so that's good. It just looks weird to me. Cool. So now speed just lives in the script. Cool. All right. So zipper or wave. So after a while, yeah. So it's like breaking. What can we do to make sure we
the timing is consistent or remain. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, we could mess around with a couple different things here. Yeah. So it's going 368, it's going 350, and its start delay is 0.66 for platform 3. This start delay is kind of interesting. I feel like we have to start the whole level over again. But I mean, there's only 3, right? So it's trying to do multiples of 3. Yeah. 0, 333, 667. For its phase delay.
Yeah. Is it still working? Is Claude still cranking?
Yep, still cranking. It's doing some
Tinkering.
changes here.
It's tinkering. I love the verbs it uses.
Yeah, so there's a problem in one of the methods that it wrote. So it's stopping the integration entirely for t and make the position a pure function over elapsed time. Interesting.
Well, for anyone tuning in, we're about halfway through the show, and just want to recap. If you've not joined the Discord, you can do so at discord.gg Makko, Makko. Every week we do giveaways and contests. Right now we're doing an art contest, and so if you go to Makko and make some art with your free trial or your subscription, and then share it in our Discord or our subreddit, then you can win a $50 Steam gift card. And we also host office hours at noon Pacific time every Friday. So if you want to drop by and hang out with the team or talk about how we're building stuff or talk about how you could build stuff, then we're around and hanging out for that. And for those of you, sorry, that haven't been watching, Brandon is currently working through what some of our platforming obstacles should feel like and look like in this platforming game Rift Runners that we're making. And so we've added 3 moving platforms that they're actually moving hazards, not moving platforms. So they're boxes right now that will be eventually something that looks like art that move up and down vertically, and if they touch you they do damage or right now reset you back to the start of the map. And so what Brandon's doing now is working with Claude to tune the values so that the 3 boxes or hazards rise and fall in a sequential pattern that looks like a zipper zipping up and down. The idea being that we want the player to feel like if they understand the dash mechanic and they know how to use it, that they can progress through these hazards very quickly. And if they don't, then they'll need to slow down and pause in order to progress and not take damage.
That's right.
And Brandon's doing something wacky now. He's moving them real close together.
Yeah.
Breaking his own rule about wanting people to have to scroll to see him.
I'm adding a ton more platforms though.
Oh, so he's gonna make a long keyboard, long zipper.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a parka zipper, not a pair of shorts.
That's right. So I think we want, let's do 4. Do 3 and 3. Add a little pause gap in there if they want that. Okay. Come over here. Paste a couple more in. I like how it puts them all the way over here.
I wonder why it does that. I wonder if that's like the center of the canvas or something.
Yeah. No, the center is right here.
Oh yeah, there's even a little.
Cool. So select. All right, so just try to line it up a little bit. I'm sure there's a keyboard shortcut to line it up, which I need to go look at. but let's do it like this. Okay. And then where's our inspector? All right, so we have our inspector over here. And what I think we should do is, all right, platform 4. I think we need to edit everything so to be an even delay for our 6 platforms now.
What do you mean?
So our start delay right here is in multiples of 3 because we have 3, and so complete one phase completely. And so I want to do the exact same thing for the 3 additional platforms that we have right here.
So do you want all 6 to be moving in sequence, or do you want 3 to move in sequence and then 3 to move in sequence?
That's a good call. Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what we want, is what you just said. So I want oh my gosh.
You want the first 3 to move in sequence and then the second 3 to move in sequence.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
I
we
agree
have
with that.
platform 1, so everything there is going to be the same, and then platform 2 is 0.33. All right, so let's click here, here, here. Inspector. So we're in platform 6 right now. We want this to be 0. We want to reverse what we see. Platform 5 will be 0.333.
Oh, yeah. I see
And
what
this
you're
will
doing.
be 0.667.
I smell what you're stepping in. So you want the first one to be going like down 1, 2, 3, and then the second one to be going up 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little symmetry.
Doesn't look very symmetrical yet.
It does not. It does not at all look
But
symmetrical.
I like how they're moving at the same rate, and so
it's the same pattern. It's just not the pattern we want.
Yeah. And so how do we? So if we go back to platform 4 right here, what if we like try to do everything, like cut it in half so the zipper is kind of like closer to, like platforms are closer together?
What? No, I think this distance between them is fine.
I meant like vertical distance. Do you think the vertical distance is okay?
Like the distance from the where it starts moving down to the platform?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Like, try to go through this right now. How do you have to go through it? Not like that.
Not like that. So right now you just have to stop. You have to go like that. So I mean, it is possible. Oh, except for right there.
Yeah. There should be like a brief period where they're all up, so you can dash through in that period. Is what I'm saying.
Yep. That's what I was thinking with. It just seems like they're delayed too much, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So that's why I was going to see if I could just break down platform.
Is this 2? Is this platform 2 or platform 4?
This is platform 4. So here, let me go over to platform 4.
Why wouldn't you just do it on platform 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're getting closer. Now go to platform 5.
Yeah. Platform 5.
Still don't know why you didn't do this on 1, 2, and 3, but 4, 5, and 6 work too. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, here we go. Now we're starting to cook with gas.
I think that looks good. But can we complete it? Maybe with dash we could.
That's what I'm saying, with the dash.
Yeah.
With the dash, you can. That is the
Oops! I clicked on one of our old levels.
Oh, I was like, "What is this? Is a different game completely." Raft runners.
Raft runners.
See you, Kuraz.
There it is. So doing it this way. Oh, I didn't do dash fast enough. But I think it, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Cool. So let's edit platform 1, 2, 3.
Agreed. As one does.
As one does. All right. All right, so now we're on 3. We want to make it 0.333. Platform 2 is 0.15. Oh, no, 665. So it looks a lot better. Still can't. I think we should make the. Oh my god. We should just make collision boxes a little bit smaller. Hey, what the heck? I didn't save it. That's weird. Let's try that again.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Still not good at doing it, but it's what we want.
Yeah. Oh, so you can't just run through it, which is okay. Kind of pause. And might need to have it go up a little bit higher or slow it down a little bit. Oh, you need to time it like really, oh my gosh, really good.
What if we did it so it was reversed on the second set?
Yeah, I like it.
So like when one, yeah.
Spectre. See if I can find my little platform. So we got 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. So reverse, so that would be 0. And 0.332. There you go. Yeah. I like it. Oh, yeah, it's really hard to go back on that, but that is fine. Okay. Oh, I think I could have made it if I dashed. Wait, it didn't save it. That's so dumb. So like fixes it for 1. Oh, maybe there's some logic. What? Keyboard. Go keyboard. There we go. Maybe there's some logic that doesn't take the updated values when you die or something like that. Okay. I think I can do. Yeah. Okay. So how does that feel?
This feels good. This now feels like something that if you have mastered the game, you can feel real good about it, and if you are you can feel good about getting through it.
Cool. All right. So, what other type of platform do we want to do? I was thinking. I don't know if you have any ideas that we can go through. My first idea is kind of a U shape, to where we can use our wall jump, wall slide. Oh, actually, that reminded me of something else. Do we want to do our ground slide?
That's what I was gonna suggest next, is that we create a small gap that you have to slide under.
Yeah, I think we should, like, right here in the middle. To like, oh my gosh.
I wouldn't put them together yet. I think that's fine in the future, but like I was like even just like
Oh, just like right here.
like right like I would do it, yeah, like right here in this length here. Just like put 3 tiles where your head is right now.
So this one's going to be interesting.
Row.
I think sliding is going to be a little weird because everything's on a grid base right now. And so I guess we'd have to go like half a grid. Yeah, we can
Yeah,
go half a grid.
that's
Yep.
exactly right. That's the I think that's the value of using the grid base is you can have half a tick.
Yep. All right, so I'm committing everything to my code repository so we don't lose it.
Commit you.
To where? Where would you commit me?
You know where I'm committing you.
While that's happening, do you want to take a little break, Tony?
What?
Are we about halfway through?
Yeah, we were halfway through about 15 minutes ago. Yeah, so we'll take a 5-minute break here, guys. I'm gonna go use the restroom, and we'll be back shortly.
Sounds good. See y'all shortly.
All right, we're back.
All right, we got a banner as a hat. There it is.
Computer's gone. I don't know what happened, but my Talk Studio on my other tab is still open, but it's just like a black screen and I can't see anything. And I didn't want to refresh because every time we do that, it ruins Talk Studio. So I just opened it up in a new tab, and now I have two Talk Studio tabs open.
Well, there we go.
For any of you interested in Talk Studio and how it works, feel free to hit me up.
Talk Studio is definitely an interesting beast.
All right, so Brandon, catch us up. We just took a 5-minute break. I made a hamburger and an Italian sausage for lunch.
How did you cook them so quickly?
Well, I made them for the 4th of July, and now I'm just reheating them.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, I ground the sausage, I packed it, and cooked it on up, all in 5 minutes.
Dude, Jeremy and I had the most interesting debate about, I don't know if it's interesting, but if you boil a brat first, or you just throw it on the grill and cook it slowly on the grill.
Are there people who boil it first?
Yeah, so I make a beer brat, and so I pour a couple cans of beer into there and I boil it in the beer, and then I char it on the grill.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. And it tastes good?
It does, yeah. I think the texture is a little bit different. It's a little softer on the inside.
That makes sense. I don't like boiled things.
No, as you should not normally.
My stepdad used to make he was from the Midwest, from Ohio, and he used to make a cabbage and sausage dish that was just like boiled potatoes, carrots, cabbage, and kielbasa sausage, and it's not good. It's just like it ends up like all of the vegetables end up the same kind of soggy Joey chestnuts eating the hot dog buns texture. And so you end up just kind of digging around for the kielbasa sausage in a soup of not good vegetable texture.
Oh my God. Are there any seasonings, or is it just like the water's the seasoning?
Yeah, I mean, they put like celery and onions and stuff in it, but it's not like an explosion of flavor in every bite.
You just said vegetables as additional seasoning, which I don't think is right.
It's true. All right, Brandon, catch us up on where we left off. What were we doing when we took a break?
We were just committing all the work that we did to our GitHub repository. And
what was that work?
All the work that we did was creating this puzzle. So we'll just run over here to the puzzle, or not a puzzle, the platform right here. So we have a zipper-based platform that we can run under. If we hit one, then we start the level over. So we worked on making sure that we had a new tile or a new node that we can put in there. So that's our Z platform. And we have a delay start. We have it based off of a phase. A complete phase is from top to bottom, one single loop of top to bottom for this platform. And then we gave it a delay starter so we can create this zipper formation.
And then let's just get our nomenclature correct. I think let's call these hazards, not platforms. So I think platforms are things that we want to jump on, and hazards are things that if we touch, do bad things.
I like it.
Cool. And so now, if I remember correctly, we were going to work on adding a short area for the slide mechanic to get shown off, right?
Yep. And so that's what we're doing right here. We changed slide to the control button, and so that's our red box right there
that I can control very well. Half as small, right?
Yep, exactly. So we're going to make the hitbox half as small, and then we're also going to add a tile to our tile map that only takes up half a box, half a grid square. Because our entire game is based off of this grid right here. And so we want to create a new platform that we have to dash under. So I've created the initial prompt right here to interview me about what we want right here. So I just want it to look at our player slide state that already exists, and that it's already mapped to our control button. But when we slide, we want the collision box to vertically shrink by half. And then we also want a platform that can be half of a box that we can then go into our Godot tile editor and put wherever we want. So that's what we're in the middle of right now in this interview. So it's saying like, how should the slide hitbox shrink work? It's the hitbox is currently 94 by 124, about one tile tall, and it should shrink vertically to be about 60 pixels tall. Yeah, I mean that sounds good to me.
Wait.
Make it a little bit shorter.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah. And then which
you
half?
Even drew a little picture for us.
Yeah. So which half of the tile cell should this should we slide? Should the slide under platform occupy? Top half is solid and walkable.
Yep, this is right.
Yeah. And what should happen if the slide timer runs out while the player's still under? Probably. Yeah, what happens? So in games, if you're in the middle of sliding and you run out of juice or you slide too soon, you don't get stuck there. That's dumb.
No, you definitely don't get stuck. So you either take damage and your timer resets and you can keep sliding, or it just like auto slides you through whatever. It auto completes your slide through the end of the platform, like a people mover that's sliding.
I think that's what option 1 is.
Yes.
So
option 1 is the people mover.
The people mover. Just call it people mover.
Yep.
So it'll stay in slide. Momentum keeps carrying you. I like it. So, I mean, I think this will stick to our pillars of a not so punishing game, but also have a good flow to the game. Because you're not like you're completing the slide. You're not sticking there and like crawling out or whatever.
Yeah.
Or taking damage or yeah. So then, how should the new tile fit the tile set contract?
It should not break contracts because we are men of our word here at Makko. The Makko men do not break contracts.
That's right. So it should extend the contract properly, or separate small tile set, or we decide.
Okay. I think separate small tile set.
Yeah. I think so too. This is standalone one tile set. Yeah. That sounds good. And we can always add on to that separate tile set too. Yeah, so it's going to be working. Let's just see where we're at. I'm thinking about adding it just here, so we can just control slide. Oh. Oh, we're going.
There we go. Look at
that. It was almost nonstop. Oh, timed it terribly. Cool. Has follow-up questions for us. What should the player look like while sliding? There's no slide animation. Sure, squash the spray. Yeah, I guess we'll just squash it. I don't really like the boxes. Oh, I don't know.
When I pick up Jeremy from the airport today, I'm going to tell him that we spent all stream just working on art and implementing art in the game.
Yeah, yeah, and then creating a fully fledged artistic world and multiple artistic tile sets.
Yes.
Yeah.
We really struggled with the animations, but we got there.
That's right. So where should I place the new slide under tile?
We want to place it. We want to place it, dude.
Yeah, I'll place them. Yeah, so Jeremy's going back to Seattle today to go talk to a bunch of cool people, right? With you.
We're going to go to the fundraising day at our accelerator, the Washington Technology Industry Association Accelerator, and meet a bunch of investors in Seattle. And then we have an interview with a different accelerator that we're excited about on Friday as well. So we're gonna be doing the rounds, making the shaking hands and kissing babies.
I like how that's like just the normal PR now. It's like, hey, you got any babies? Got to kiss them right on the forehead.
I need a hand to shake and a baby to kiss.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. I think next few days will be very, very, very good for Makko.
We hope so. We're excited. It's been a really good experience. This Washington Technology Industry Association Accelerator. The people in our cohort are pretty sweet, and the guy who runs it, Nick, has been really, really helpful and is a nice guy. He's hopped on the phone with us a couple of times and kind of walked us through what we're doing and how we're doing it. And it's fun. I like it. Oh.
No, nothing yet. I'm just going through the level. So I'll actually move this over a little bit while Claude's going.
Is Claude writing the tile set right now? Is that what it's doing?
Yeah. Yep, I'm still writing the tile set. It's simmering.
What does that mean?
Simmering?
Writing the tile set.
So in our game right now, if we go to our into our sandbox right here, apparently we didn't.
Which is this screen that we're looking at.
Yep, we have our base tile set PNG here. So this is just placeholder, and so that's what all of our platforms are made of. And so we have both these colors here are tile sets, and if we zoom in, you can kind of see where platform edges. I don't know where they are. It's kind of hard to see in this placeholder. They don't really matter right now. It's all visual. And so the reason why we're doing it this way is because we can go in to our tile sets that we have and just drag and drop a new tile set in there. So a new PNG, like a new, let's say, Arrow 1 PNG tile set. And so we can change the look of everything, especially when we go in and swap our arrows from Arrow 1 to Arrow 2.
Got it. So that's what the base and alternative is for. It's they're the same shape and dimension, but we're gonna layer on different textures or wallpaper on top of them.
Yeah, it'll just replace the placeholder automatically. It won't be on top. It'll just replace it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got it.
And so now it's doing it's just creating a new tile set that we can use for our slide under. But while it's still looking at all of that, let's move these over a tiny little bit. So I just want to select all of you. Let's not do that. Let's not move the entire level. All right, so let me go platform. There we go. So now I think that if they're over there, if we time it right, we could just run through to the end. Oh, so slow. Maybe a little bit more. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just move it over a little bit more.
And why are you moving it over that way? I thought you were gonna move it the other way.
Oh, like closer? Oh, I can move this one farther to the left. Yeah, I can do that. Let me just recompile real quick. All right. Yeah, then I'll move it a little bit farther to the left. So let's do that. Do our Q hotkey to select, W to hotkey to select to move over. All right, I think that'll be good. I don't think it actually moved it over. That's kind of weird how it works for some things, but not others.
Did it not like save it?
Yeah, it didn't save it. There we go. Oh, almost. I was just trying to see if it would work by holding it down. Yeah, so if I like delayed it a little bit, it would probably work. Yep. I mean, that feels pretty good.
I like that it's like right at the edge too, so you got to stop.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Stop, collaborate, and listen.
Yeah. All right, so a slide under feature is complete. Created a slide hitbox that's shorter. That's half the size of what we want. I think we said 60 pixels. All right, cool. So then now we have a new build slide under tile set that produces a tile set slide under. Okay, so then we have slide under PNG. To use it, I need to add a tile map layer to the scene and assign and paint. Okay, cool. So let's try that. So terrain, where's our tile set?
I see tilesets.md, tileset base, arrow 1, 2. It's that slide under. It's the bottom one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, here's our tiny little thing that we have right here.
Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Drag him out there.
I believe I need to. Yeah, I wish I could just drag it out there, but I actually need to add it into. Let's see. All right. Add a tile map layer to your scene. So here's our scene. Here's the interesting part is that we just have the arrows and terrain and backgrounds in here. Where is our slide under?
So what are you doing right now? You're adding the tile set to the inventory of the game, or like what is it? What is it that you're doing right now?
Yeah, so if we go, so we have our tile set right here. So I just need to add it into here. I just need to remember how to do that.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah, because we have our tile map at the bottom here. Is it this button? Oh, that's grid visibility.
It's not that button.
It's not that button. There we go. So whenever I'm stuck, I'll just ask Claude for it. Yeah, how do I do this? So tile map player, pretty sure it's a node right here. So is it saying here?
So you have to add the tile set for slide under to the node that is the tile map layer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see. So, oh, this is what it did. It just renamed it to terrain. That's what was throwing me off. So that's okay.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure. Oh, I wish I could just drag and drop, but I can create a new tile map layer. Arrow 1.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah. So this is
Slide under.
cool.
Got it. And then now you add the slide under tile set to, you map it to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I need to find my inspector. Tile set.
Dude,
Tile set.
dude, I feel like magic is happening right now.
Yeah, so we added the node. Assign the tile set. Slide under selected. Oh, here we go. Slide under is selected. Interesting. Oh, I unselected it. Boo.
It looks like there's got to be some way to like say this is the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels like it should be in here.
Yeah, it is. I just need to open it. So we have this PNG. Where is it? Resources. Okay. Okay. Cool. Paint. All right, so paint with the tile map layer still selected. Tile map panel opens in the bottom of the edger. That's what I was doing. Okay. Oops. Okay, so we have slide under. My inspector is going crazy. Here it is.
Every time you click on the tile set, I expect for the slide under to be there because it's even using the same little symbol.
Yeah. So if I go here, let's see what we have working already.
What is the terrain? Yeah, what does terrain look like?
Yeah. Okay, so it has. Okay. So we were able to add a tile set to terrain. Paint. Oh, that's cool. All right, so let's go back into our slide under inspector. Tile set, quick load.
Oh, feels like we're getting closer.
Hope so.
There we go. Look at that.
Okay. Okay, so we have our tile set here. Here we go.
All right, so what did you just do?
I went into the slide under node here, and I went into the inspector. Oh, that does not have the correct thing inspected. Here we go. So I have the slide under node here inspected, and under tile set, I went into quick load or load, and I found the new PNG for the tile set.
Got it. Got it.
And then I went to our tile map, and I selected our slide under. And so now, as you can see, we can add a little slide under. So I'm going to add one right there. I'm going to add two right there. I'm going to save it, and we're going to see what happens.
We didn't change the hitbox though, so it's probably not going to work yet.
I think it did actually. So we're running through it. I think we got the collision zones kind of weird, but yeah. So sliding
Oh,
under
it did.
does
Look at
work.
that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so
We just need to get the collision working now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is there like a collision option in the?
Yeah. There's a physics layer that we can adjust.
Yeah, here we go.
Right now it's set to 2. I think our player set to 2. Can I select my player? No. Physics layer 0. All right, so already collides out of the box. That is not exactly true. All right, so if you painted some tiles and are not seeing the collision, check these in order. So right tile source, see the shapes, collision enabled in the tile map layer node. I think this is probably it. So collision enabled, it's probably not enabled.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's in the inspector, so we can check that real quick. Tile shape square, stacked, enabled. Collision enabled, where's collision? Collision layer, collision mask, collision priority. Okay. Physics. Oh, here it is. Collision enabled is on. Cool. I wish Claude would have told me what tab it was under or what drop down it was under. But then transform the tile map layer isn't scaled, or there are no street physics override. I think I need to go into the tile set. Is the tile set painted correctly? So I think I need to add a specific collision area into the tile set. I don't think it did that for us.
Like the top, we have to say the top area is collidable and the bottom area is not.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like it's physics layer 0, which
Claude said you should be able to see where the collision is if you select some feature here. See the shapes. Run the scene with debug visual collision shapes enabled. Each painted cell should show a rectangle over its top half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's the blue part right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Shut
and
up.
we can like adjust that if we want.
But that's not working right now, is what you said, right?
Yeah. So this is paint property. Oh, undo. Oh, that's what we're doing. So. So let's check one thing about it. Since I put it inside arrow 1. Was I not supposed to put it inside arrow 1? That's where the other one is. All right, it's thinking away. So let's. We were talking about Letta being a Godot expert for like 7 to 8 years. I think we've been using it for about a month. But
yeah, Letta would be watching this and being like, "Oh, these guys, what are they doing?"
yeah. Okay, select rendering physics. I think it does seem like it has something to do with this. And oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Paint that. Cool. Is it writing a test for us? Okay. That's kind of an interesting thing about the Godot MCP connection through Claude is that it just writes tests. It's like, oh, something's not working. I'm just going to test it, which is, pretty good. If you can't manually test it, you can test it in code.
Are you using Fable right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fable 5. That's right. We can use it. Would they extend it until Sunday as a part of our normal usage for Claude?
I wonder what it's going to look like after Sunday.
Very expensive. All right, so it's going through. I'm just gonna run through it real quick to see like what I did real quick. If it actually, since we did like physics layer 0, might need to change that. Yeah, I think. So if I go over here to my physics layer. Inspector. Oh, I see. So it's just physics. Collision layer, collision mask are separate than physics. So it's physics 0 on this thing. Go to tile set, go to paint, physics layer 0. Okay, so all that's there. And it is still writing its little test. I'm just reading through what it's doing right now, and it's writing a script.
So is it adding collision to those boxes? Is that what it's doing right now?
It's more like writing a test on why the player isn't colliding. Oh, here we go. So it's saying everything is set up correctly, slide under resolves correctly. Painting was correct.
The tile set itself, got it.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So swap sandbox never collides with layer 2. So the player's collision match between error 1 is 16 and error 2 is 32. Oh, okay. You should be able to run the sandbox now. Hold left, right towards the tiles. Okay, so it's saying that it actually put our collision layers, it fixed our collision layers.
So you think if you press play, it'll work now?
Yeah, let me replay.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, let's see if we can. Oh,
yes, victory.
Oh, that's cool. So I'm trying to like time it so it'll just complete. Oh, yeah. So it does automatically complete. So that's cool. Look at that.
That is sweet.
All these things. You just run through there. All right, cool. So we did. I think the sliding feels pretty smooth. That was very easy. I like that. It doesn't make you stop if your slide runs out. It just continues your slide until you're not colliding with something above you anymore.
Well, nice. Let's do this. Let's take it from the top, Brandon, and this will be a great little clip. But why don't you walk us through what we've accomplished today, both visually and audibly? Like, tell us what we did and show us what we did.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the biggest things that we did today was create a different platforming structure over here to the right. I guess we're going to call it a zipper platform. And so we created a Z platform 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we put it into our swap sandbox scene. And then on all of our platforms, we were able to add a way to delay its phase start. A phase is from when it gets from top to bottom back to the top. That completes one phase of the translation or the movement of the platform. And so we were able to add a delay for 3 to make a zipper, to make it look like a zipper. And the goal of it was to make sure that we could flow through it. So you can't see the entire puzzle, but if you know the puzzle, you can just run through it. And you can, one of the goals too is to make sure that you can dash through it. as well. And so if you're going backwards through it, you can dash pretty easily, like it's required to dash. But we might want to tweak it a little bit, so you have to dash to complete it, going through it from left to right. So that was a big thing that we did there. We made that feel pretty good. And so we also moved slide dash to the control button today. And with slide dash, we needed to make sure that the collision box of the player was at was half of what it was. So I think it was at 128, and we made it go down to 60. So that way it can slide underneath some of the tiles. And then here we added a new tile set to our scene that is half of one of our grids here, so we can slide under it. So if we go ahead and play the game here, we still have everything that we've done before with our jump dash, and now we can run, slide dash. We don't have an animation, that's why it's a red box, and we can just slide underneath everything right now. So we can do that here too, and so we can go through here and do a little shift to dash. If we're not confident with it, just shift to dash and just fall off the entire face of the earth. But those are the two big things that we've accomplished today, is more making more of the gameplay mechanics feel good and prove them out with different shapes and platforms.
And what do you think that we'll work on next week?
Yeah, how many more movement pieces do we have right now? I think we have most of them in place, right?
Indeed, we do.
I think we need to make sure that's fun. And so it might require just going around our tile editor and just seeing if we can create a very short sandbox level where everything flows together. And that is fun together.
Yeah,
I think we should focus on that.
I agree. Like guide someone through their first slide, climbing up the wall jump, and then getting through the zipper. I think would be a fun exercise next week. Awesome. So as we've been putting this together, what's the most interesting thing that you've learned so far?
It's a good refresher on tile maps and how they can work within Godot. I also like that we were able to add hazards here, and so just being able to go in and visually see everything. So the biggest thing that I've learned is just how to think about moving tiles up and down. We can think of them as time movement or phase movement, and so we're experimenting with phase movement right now, and it's worked out pretty well.
Nice. And then what is the most exciting? What are you most excited about as we continue to build this out? Like what can't you wait for Riff Runners to be or to look like or feel like?
Yeah, I can't wait to get a sandbox level that flows well together. So what we're going to focus on next week, I think that's really exciting, because once we prove that out, then we can take a step back and be like, hey, is this fun? Is this fun for me? All right, is it fun for Tony? Is it fun for Jeremy? And I think just tweaking that and like getting something that we're happy with is exciting.
Nice, awesome. Oh, can you hear something crazy going on in my headphones, or is it just me?
I think it's you.
Every now and then I get like a weird, like, it sounds like it's trying to play a game in my headphones.
Oh, I heard it.
I don't know. I don't know what that is, and I hate it. But awesome. Well, we've got about 20 minutes left here. Oh, that's why it was a TikTok yelling at me. TikTok thinks that we're streaming things that are like not that we don't own, like we're like copyrighted or something. So I keep having to tell it like we own this platform and we're allowed to stream about this platform because it's ours. And I think that was what I was hearing. But sorry. So Brandon, if you were gonna sum up what the roadmap is for Rift Runners, call it for the next by the time we get to the end of August, what do you think the game's going to look like?
Yeah, so we're gonna have a sandbox area that's fun. we're going to go into the swap mechanic. And so we're going to create a block in era 1. So like an environmental blocker or hazard in era 1 that you can't get past unless you swap to era 2. And then you'll be able to get past that and then complete the rest of the level in era 2 or swap back to era 1. So we're going to improve the era swapping mechanic. And then we're going to review to see if it's fun. I think that's as far as we can reasonably plan ahead right now.
Nice. And Sector Scavengers is in kind of a similar spot now that I've got this this spreadsheet and the build for Max being tuned. So I'm basically going to be messing with this spreadsheet with Claude and playing the game a bunch over the next week or so, and then playing with other people and figuring out if we've gotten to a good point with balance on the card makeup for Max, our first character.
Oh, nice.
Oh, did you just switch eras?
I did. So we have a lot more to go with switching eras right now, but you can switch it at any time. But yeah, I think that makes sense for Sector Scavengers too. Making sure the game is balanced and get into a place where you can put it in our hands so we can play test it.
Awesome. Well, we're going to probably wrap up a little early here, guys, today. But I want to remind everyone again, if you haven't joined our Discord, it's discord.gg/Makko, Makko. You can join and enter contests every week, doing things like making art or making little game prototypes in Makko. And if you win those contests, then you'll win a $50 Steam gift card. And also, we host office hours at noon Pacific time every Friday. So if you have questions about what you're building or you want to talk to us about features that you'd like to see on the platform, that's a good time to show up and ask us questions. But otherwise, we're pretty active in Discord. So if you tag us or ask questions, we'll see it and we'll respond as well. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. We do this every Wednesday starting at 8:30 a.m. on Pacific time. So we'll see everyone soon. Thanks so much.
Yep. See y'all. Thank you.